Good morning, folks. We are going to the third period here between the United States and Canada in the Four Nations Cup with Hockey Blast. Currently, it stands at 3-2 for the U.S. Americans got off to a 2-0 first period lead. Sam Bennett takes a 5-minute major in a game misconduct, and JT Miller scores a pair of goals, one on the power play, one earlier, probably to really pee off the Vancouver Canuck fans. In the second period, Crosby gets injured to start the period, but Canada comes back with two quick goals to make it 2-2. But Chris Kreider scores, and it is 3-2 U.S. going into the third period. If you like these videos, guys, please let me know in the comments. From the face-off, we have a 6. So face-off number 6, it is going to go over to JT Miller for the United States, and here come the Americans. We have an 11, so we're going to check for 2 squares on Canada. So an 11 is a play you're looking for 2 squares, and Canada does have it, so it's going to be a turnover. So the U.S. is going to turn the puck over, and that is one time sequence. Here comes Canada. They're going to bring it right back. We have a 7. That will be a lull. So we'll mark off 3 time sequences on our score sheet. That's the timer. U.S. had a turnover and 3 lulls. Here comes the face-off. We have a 6, so that is going to go over to the Americans, and they pick it up. They're going to bring it right back out. And we have a 9. So we're checking for momentum. 9 is momentum, so you're seeing which team has the most amount of hits. So we're going to count them up. I don't think Canada has any hits on this team. We've got 2 hits for the Americans, the Tkachuk boys, and just 1 hit on Canada, Connor McDavid. So it is going to be a shot for the U.S. And it is a 9. So it's going to be a 4-2 choice. So it's going to be Fox over to Tkachuk. And we're going to give it to his brother Brady. So we got 3 stars, 4, 5. This is going to be a 6-star shot on Billington. It's in range. And a 3 means a 5. A 3 means he's going to make the save. And a 5 total means it's going to be a rebound going to player number 1. So Tkachuk's going to get the rebound. So 1 star plus the rebound is going to be a 2-star shot on a black die. It's a 4. And it is a 7, so it is a face-off, and we got to change the lines. Here we go from the face-off. I'll just roll here. We got a 9, and it is going to go over to the home team. They're going to get a shot on net. So here comes Canada with a shot on net after the face-off, and it is a 7, so we're going to the secondary chart for the shot, and a 4 is going to be a 5-2-3. So it is going to be Sanheim over to Stone to Point. So we have 3 stars for the shooter. 5, we have a 6-star shot for the Canadians. It is in range, number 1. Swayman's going to make the save. And on a 3, we need 2 squares in order for the U.S. to regain it. They do have the 2 squares, so they will pick up the rebound, and Canada will not get a rebound chance. Here comes the U.S. coming right back. We played 5 minutes, 3-2 United States here in the third period. We have a 3 looking for the most amount of triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the U.S. 1, 2. Now with Sam Bennett kicked out, Crosby and McDavid will take turns double shifting. So we'll put Crosby here first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Canada's going to have more triangles, so they're going to get the shot on net. And we have a 10, so it is going to be a 4-1-2. So it's going to be Makar passing over to Hagel, over to Seth Jarvis. So we have 2 stars, 3 stars, 4, 5 stars for Canada on this shot. It's a 4-star shot, and Swayman has the 3, so he's going to make the save, and we're going to have a face-off. I'm going to change the lines. 3-2 U.S. from the face-off number 10. It is going to go to the high face-off guy. Crosby's a 58. So he's going to go there. Crosby played second line, and then I switched it up just so that they get the draw on here. Winning faceoffs is really key. I'll always act as the home coach when I'm playing and set out the U.S. or the visitor lines and just play them out. So Canada wins the draw. We have a 7. That is going to be a lull. We are now at the 9-minute mark of the period. It is 3-2 U.S. Face-off number 11. We're going to throw these two guys out. Face-off number 9. Home gets it. They get an immediate play. So Canada's going to get their third shot of the period. And it is a 7. So we're going to the secondary chart on the shot. A 7 again is a 3-4-5. So Crosby's going to pass it over to Pietrangelo, over to Devon Toews. So we have nothing here, 1 star. It is a 3-star shot for Canada, and it is not in range. And number 9, the rebound will go over to the other side. So it still remains 3-2 for the United States. We've played 10 minutes to go, halfway there, and we have a 6. So we're looking at player number 4 for the U.S. will be Werenski. Player number 2 for Canada. Oops, what was the trait? The trait was hit. I think that's what it was before I accidentally bumped it. So nobody has it, so it'll be a U.S. turnover. Puck goes over to the other side. We're going to change lines, and here comes Canada. We have a 10. We're looking for a block. The U.S. has it. They're going to take it away. They are going to get a breakaway. Here comes the U.S. They lead 3-2. They're looking for that extra insurance goal. It is a 12, so it'll be a 2-3-4. So it's going to be Kreider over to Trocheck, over to Quinn Hughes in the slot. We have 2. It's going to be a 3-star shot, and it's a breakaway too. So he'll get credit for that. So it's going to be a 4-star shot for the U.S. It is a 2. He's going to shoot. He scores. Binnington only has 3 on his card. And we get a 4 to check on. So the United States takes a 4-2 lead here midway through the third period. Goal number 4 is Quinn Hughes, plays for the Vancouver Canucks. Outstanding offensive D-man for Vancouver. Unbelievable wheels. So at 12:24, it is Quinn Hughes from Trocheck and Kreider. Both of the New York Rangers get in on the goal. And it is now 4-2 for the United States. Both teams are going to do a line skip, get their top units out there, and we've got 7 minutes to play in this hockey game, or 8 minutes to play, and it is 4-2 U.S. From the faceoff number 3, high faceoff's going to pick it up. Crosby's going to get it, and we have a 4, so we're looking for an odd man rush. Does 0-1 have down arrow? He does have a down arrow, so it's going to be a shot for Canada. Their 4th chance of the period. This is their big gun line. We got a 10. It's going to be a 4-1-2, so it's going to be Pietrangelo over to Reinhart, over to Brad Marchand. So we have 2, 3, 4-star shot for Canada. There's the shot by Marchand. He's not going to get it. We've got a breakaway going the other way for the United States. Whenever you have an 11, it's a breakaway going the other way. So here comes the U.S. Big save by Swayman. We're coming back the other way. Number 10, a 4-1-2. So it's going to be Fox. He feeds it up to Miller, who feeds Jack Hughes. We got a 3-6. This is a 6-star shot. Chance for the Americans to go up. They're going to shoot. They're going to score on a breakaway. What a transition game for the U.S. Their 5th goal of the hockey game. This time it is Jack Hughes putting it in. So the Hughes boys playing quite an impact on this hockey game. It's going to come at 13:55 from J.T. Miller. It's probably your first star of this hockey game. And Adam Fox of the New York Rangers. And the U.S. now leads it 5-2. They're going to gain momentum. Well, I should have given momentum after that last faceoff. And we're going to change the lines. Oops, and I drop the dice like I usually do. And here we go with the face-off. We've got a 10, so that's going to go to the high face-off person. And that is going to be Dylan Larkin with a 55. Here comes the U.S. We got a 6, so it's going to be player number 2. against player number 4, and we're looking for Star. He is a star. He is a star, and tie goes to the team with momentum. So the U.S. will get a shot on net. And it is an 11, so it's going to be a 1-3-5. So it's going to be Tkachuk over to Larkin. Taking the shot is Brock Faber. We have a 4-star shot for the U.S. And this is in range on Binnington. They shoot. He's not going to get it. He does not have momentum. The Americans making a run. 3 goals in 3 minutes to make it 6-2. Brock Faber puts it in for the United States. This is going to come at 14:44 from Larkin and Brady Tkachuk. And the Americans take a 6-2 lead on Canada in this opening round game. And we're going to go to the draw. The Americans look like they got the strongest team. When you look at the lineups, it's like, wow, they got depth all throughout. It's going to be a fun tournament to watch. Here we go from the face-off. We played 14 minutes. It is now 6-2 for the U.S. Face-off number 6. That means it's going to go to the visitor team. The United States picks it up. We have a 5. We got a possible penalty coming up. A 7. So the way I play 7s is I do coincidental minors. So we've got a 1 here. I take the guy at the most. So Charlie McAvoy is going to go for the U.S. And we have a 1. Travis Konecny is the highest for Canada. So McAvoy is going to get 2, and Konecny is going to get 2. Now, this is kind of a house rule. It's not how you play it. But, and we're going to do a line skip. Get those top units out. So we're going to play a little bit of 4-on-4. So Marchand's going to go off. Jack Hughes is going to go off. And we're going to have a face-off. From the draw, number 5, it's going to be visitor gets it. They're going to get an immediate play. U.S. 6 shot of the period. They're dominating this third period. Here comes the shot. It's a 4. It's a 1-3-4. So it's going to be JT Miller over to Austin Matthews. Taking the shot will be Adam Fox. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5-star shot for the U.S. It is not in range. The save is going to go over to the other side. We're going to double shift these guys since it's both teams' top lines, and Canada comes back with a puck. It's going to be an 8, so it's going to be an ice blast. We're going to count all the traits that are number 1, which is speed. So Canada has 1, 2 is all they have. For the U.S., they've only got 1. So basically when you rate the players, you pick on the ones that they have the very best. So Canada's going to get a shot on net here. It's not that they're not fast. It's that the other traits are stronger. So here comes a shot by Canada. It is going to be a 6. It's a 3-2-1. So Crosby, Marchand, and Reinhart. Now, when I play 4-on-4, in the game, you're supposed to just shoot like this. So the game, it would be a 6-star shot. But for me, 4-on-4 is more wide open. You actually have more scoring opportunities because there's less people. There's more ice. So I throw this on the best passer. So I would throw that on Pietrangelo, and it's still going to be a 6-star shot. But that's just a house rule that I use for 4-on-4. Here comes the shot by Canada. It is going to be in range, but Swayman's going to make the save. And the rebound is going to go to 5, which is player number 2, and there's nobody there. So we're just going to have that. I'm just going to play it as a face-off. Or actually, maybe the United States should pick it up, really, because if it's supposed to go to 2, he's not there. Should go to the other teams. The Americans are going to pick it up. That is the end of the penalty. So McAvoy and Konecny are going to go off. We're going to change lines. The U.S. has the puck. So we come back. We have an 11 looking for 2 squares. Canada just has the 1 square, so it's going to be a shot on net for the U.S. Tkachuk, and Larkin, they've been really good in this tournament. An 11, a 1-3-5. So it's going to be Brady Tkachuk over to Dylan Larkin. Taking the shot is going to be Faber. We have 2. It is going to be a 4-star shot for the U.S. Not in range. It's a 10. Puck's going over to the other side. And this is our last minute of the hockey game. It's a 10. Do they have a square? They do. The U.S. is going to finish it off with a breakaway. They pick it up. Here they come. Let's see who's going to take the shot. it is going to be a 7. So we got to go to the secondary chart. It is an 8. So it's going to be a 2-1-5. So Kreider over to Kyle Connor, over to McAvoy. So it's going to be 1-2. It's going to be a 3-star shot for the U.S. Not in range. That's a 5. Save goes over. That is the end of the hockey game, folks. So the most anticipated game of the tournament is not so great as the United States. Well, it's great if you're an American fan. It's a big 6-2 win for the U.S. I thought it would be a little bit closer. We have 3-6 lulls in the period, so 3 each. Final shots, the Americans had 11 shots in the period. Canada only had 9. The U.S., 1 scoring chance, Canada 2. So we're tied up at 2-2, 3-2. They each had 3 scoring chances in that period. Final shots on goal, 30 shots by the Americans, 24 by Canada, 5-10 scoring chances for the U.S., 6 for Canada. Swayman stopped 4 of 6 scoring chances, and Binnington stopped 4 of 10 for Canada. And the final power play chances, we have 8 and 6 is 14, 29 divided by 5. Let's round that off to 30 divided by 5 would be 6. So Canada goes 0 for 3, and the U.S. goes 1 for 5 on the power play. That's the final, folks. In Four Nations Cup, the United States picks up a huge 6-2 win to try and secure their spot to make it into the finals. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and we'll see you next time.